Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
You've been playing it. Reeves, you went over to Rare a while ago.
Yeah, about 2-3 months ago, I went and visited them. So I feel like a lot of what I played there is similar to what is in the beta, honestly.
What is the beta? What is this game? What can you guys tell me about what the hell this thing is?
Sure, top level, it's like a shared world game. So you jump on board, you play with like up to 4 friends. You can play solo, which I don't recommend. It's not nearly as fun as if you're playing with more people. And the more people, the better. And the more friendly those people are, the better. So yeah,
play with your buddies. Don't mess around.
Yeah, which is why I picked Kyle, obviously.
Aww.
And then somehow Jeff Cork got on board. But anyway, you all jump on, you pirate a ship, and the whole game is designed around each individual like thing you do on the ship is designed to like be a little bit complicated, so you need to rely on somebody else. So like if you're piloting the ship, if you're at, that's what they say, right? If you're at the wheel of the ship,
drive the ship.
The giant mast is in front of your face, so you need somebody else on the ship to be the lookout.
And this isn't an accident of game design. This
is all intentional. I mean, when you first play it, if you're playing solo, you'd be like, man, this is a crappy design. But if you're playing with a group of dudes and having fun, like, it's weird, but it actually is fun to kind of like have to rely on other people in that manner.
So it's all pirate themed, obviously. It's very cartoony, colorful and stuff, but it kind of gives some of that Space Team vibe where it's a lot of shouting at your friends to try and coordinate, trying to pull something off.
Totally. I didn't even think about that, but that's a good comparison. Like I had a lot of fun. There was one moment where just the zany stuff you do, we got attacked by another group of dudes. And we're all firing at the ship. I think Jeffem was like piloting the ship, trying to go around. We're all firing. Cork's like trying to like tell him where to go. And then I jump in a cannon and Kyle fires me off at the ship. Like,
wait, physically you?
You can actually jump in a cannon and like get fired off.
That's awesome.
Towards the ship. It's like that level of like absurdity.
And it's chaos, but everything that you have to do in the game is simplified down to like just make you focus on sort of the action that you're doing. Like it's not complicated to steer. It's not complicated to look at the map. It's not complicated to load and raise the curtains. But when you mash that all together, like it does become this sort of fun, chaotic thing where everyone's yelling at each other or everyone's yelling at me specifically for some reason. Everyone's getting really mad at me. And then
you're just kind of like a good
really mad. In general. and then Reeves is flying off into the distance, and Jeff is trying to avoid a rock that's in front of us. And it gets crazy.
There are a couple of videos we have on the site that do a good job of showing off the game and showing off all the different aspects of it.
Kyle, I mean, since you were going in a little bit fresher than Reeves was, were you surprised by the amount of fun you were having? Did you look down at your hands and feel in your heart and say, "Oh my God, I'm having fun"?
No, I did play it at E3. Like I played a full 4-player match, and I had a good time then. And since the beginning, I feel like I've been optimistic about the game and been like, "Oh, I can see why this would be fun with a group." And it was fun playing with Reeves and the 2 Jeffs. And it was like because we were like having these excuses to like argue with each other in a fun way and try to work together. But when I step away from the game, I still am kind of left with a little bit of like don't really know what we're doing. What's the end goal? Like it was fun to all jump on a ship and coordinate. Like we set our own goal and we did it. But outside of that, like if I'm just like, am I trying to get better equipment? Are we trying to upgrade our ship? Is there a story? I don't really get a sense.
We don't know those things.
If it's, I don't know. Reeves, do you know?
What we do know is you're basically getting treasure chests. Like that's the whole loop of the game is you go out on your crew and you go to these islands, you solve riddles, you look at treasure maps, X marks the spot. In some cases, very literally, you dig up treasures and then you take those back to a base and you turn those in for gold. And then with that gold, you presumably buy things. However,
presumably,
well, you can actually buy things. You can buy them, and
like equipment,
it's all
right?
cosmetic right now.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's the intent is to stay all cosmetic.
Wait,
There's
you don't even get to see what's in the chests?
No, it's just gold. Actually, we did talk about this. It's like there's no like opening animation. Like
what?
Which feels very disappointed
chest to somebody in the
it's
beta.
Like, here you go. Here's the chest, and then like bloop bloop, like you get 80 gold.
I mean, everyone knows that if you open a chest before you turn it in, that it violates the warranty. So it's not really worth anything.
Yeah,
but and the thing is like maybe I'm just looking for too much in a weird way. Like maybe I'm just expecting like there's supposed to be more, but in this sort of modern state of games where like what a game can be is kind of shifting, like maybe that's all it needs to be.
Well, I think everyone was kind of in the build up, and every time people have seen this game, they're like, is this aiming to become kind of a cartoon Destiny, but it's not. It's more on the space team end of the spectrum than the Destiny end of the spectrum.
It's not a loot-driven game. Really.
Yeah, that loop is all you're just turning in gold chests so that you can you kind of do rank up, but that rank doesn't affect your damage output or anything. There's no in terms of level, that rank only applies to the types of missions you can get. So you can get better missions that give you higher rewards.
Okay.
But that's it. I mean those higher rewards just get you more gold to turn in chests to get more rewards with higher gold. It's just kind of a pirate ship eating itself.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah. I feel like it's missing an element there, whereas in Destiny, I get the idea of I'm equipping new gear, I'm getting stuff, and my damage output's getting higher. That feels like there's an element missing in that regard.
Yeah, but it as a functional just a story generator, we walked away just we played 2 hours together and we recorded it, and honestly the first video that we published is the hardest I think I have ever laughed on a video.
Did you look in a mirror?
Well, yeah, there was a mirror set up in front of me.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, it was really tears. I was crying. I was
from
laughing.
The game or from Ben Reeves?
From Ben Reeves. But
so buy Ben Reeves for $6.
We could quickly explain exactly what he did, or maybe we should keep it spoiler free if you want to go check out that video.
Maybe people should check.
I'll say we pull a prank on
Reeves
Kyle.
basically pulled this crazy prank in the context of the game, and I lost it. It was hilarious.
He made you walk the prank.
That's right.
Something like that, yeah. But and maybe that's what that game. That's sort of the thing that you should go into that game wanting, is just a story generator for you and your friends. You have this big ship that you work together to control and see what happens.
It is amazing. It's reading the comments on those videos in particular. It seems like a lot of people are impressed by the game so far. I know it did well streaming so far out of the gate. It seems like a lot of people are seeing it and saying, "Oh, this actually looks like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I should pay more attention to it." I mean, is your hype building for it, Reeves?
I don't know that my hype is building. I think we know pretty much what this game is, and it's a game that doesn't evolve much, and the amount of fun you have with it is very much dependent on the people you're hanging out with. So if you have a group of dudes or ladies, I don't want to judge.
By the way, the dude counter's at 3 for this episode of the podcast. Reeves, you say dudes a lot.
Dude and dudettes.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's all dependent on who you're hanging out with and the fun that you're going to have as a group. But I personally would like there to be a little bit more of a carrot on a stick, something I'm running after inside the game. It's very much a sandbox, and that sandbox isn't going to change no matter how long you play the game.
And we know that.
As far as what they've said so far, yes.
Okay.
They have said that there's a progression system that you're getting chests with higher rewards, but it really just seems like those rewards are more gold.
Yeah. And when does it come out?
March 20th.
March 20th.
So it's not that far.
So hop, skip, and a jump. Thank you so much for watching this excerpt from the Game Informer Show podcast. You can subscribe to the audio version and listen to new episodes airing every Thursday. We cover big games on the horizon, games that we've just reviewed. We have long-form developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So check it out every Thursday.